plastic time machine once more zaps to life as the scientist watches patiently for the electricity to settle. Just as the arcs of lightning reach their peak, a portal opens within the erupting static. A few seconds later, a second portal seems to appear within the electrified one, and a familiar villainess pops out of the layers of portals into the experiment chamber.
I can only assume from your mood that you managed to locate your target.
She's there all right under Mobius's nose. In fact, I'm pretty sure he directed me to her location.
How is that even... Are you sure about that?
All I know is that he pointed her out last time, like he knew something. Sent his shock troopers after her. I think he's responsible for the tremor that interfered with the potential immediate attack. I actually thought he managed to take her out, but you were right, she's still there. Caught her emerging with a group from the pyramid right before my time was up. Managed to test their strength before I returned. They have a portal master with them too. Now I see why you wanted me on this.
Actually, it's a little unexpected, but not unpredictable. There's been a few developments.
Great. Another complication?
Maybe. I'm working on a way to take advantage of this new progression. In the meantime, let's get your parameters established. Do you think you can get inside the pyramid?
For sure. There's a shaft leading into it. I can probably make my way down there with enough time to set a trap. Might take a few tries to determine the exact location. If you could get me some information on the structure of the monument.
I'll provide you with some schematics on your next journey. Mobius will have blueprints of it by now. I'm sure every inch of it is being searched already. I may even suggest a tour of it last week, just so you have the time to familiarize yourself with the layout.
Good idea. That way when I get back we can merge the timelines, and I'll know the terrain inside and out.
Observation only this trip then. Expect some traps, and remember where they are so we can compare it to our research. I'll let myself know last week to gather what you said.
I'll see you in the next timeline then.
It should only be a minor adjustment. Extra knowledge of your location shouldn't alter things too dramatically. It's why the team was isolated for that week, in case we needed to make any adjustments.
Oh my raw, I totally get what you did there.
All part of the plan. You're a smart girl, probably the closest I have to an apprentice here.
Well, what about Reagan?
Too wild, too impatient, too random. His studies are unpredictable and erratic. You are focused and calculating, persistent and decisive. You've come a long way out of pure curiosity than most have through years of study.
Well, you definitely encouraged me to think bigger. This new world does have a lot of source material to embrace. How they didn't evolve the way we did still perplexes me.
Well, let's just be glad they didn't. I never would have dreamed of such a venture if it weren't for their imaginations. We should be thankful that they helped us construct their doom.
Well, the more time I spend here, the more I like this place.
It is a treasure trove of ideas, that's for sure.
Well, is it time yet?
Almost. Remember, this is just an intelligence run. I don't want to reset any miscalculations.
You worry too much. I don't need to be leashed like some of your other accomplices.
We need them. It took us many trials to assemble our organization and find the right combination to deal with this matter. Once these stormers are out of the way, everybody will get their piece of the pie.
And you still predict my position as over-governor?
It is almost certain if we breach the time wall. Our calculations have been narrowing the convergence point, and once the catalyst is resolved, the new timeline will open up to us.
And how do you know this for sure?
Because I don't want it. My responsibilities are to my work, not some bureaucratic distraction. Not when you will be much better at the job than me. If Mobius doesn't appoint you himself, I'll just hand the reins over to you.
You know, I actually believe you.
10 seconds.
See you soon.
The crazed technician pushes a lever on the Chronotron's console and the machine begins its static discharge. The time-traveling teleporter steps inside the surge and vanishes as the electricity snaps across the room before vanishing. The scientist jots some notes on a pad, starts the machine back up, sets a timer on his watch, and a new burst of electrified energy begins to form a glowing ball in its center.